Last.fm reports that steampunk is a genre of fiction, art, design, and music which tends to draw from Victoriana and steam-based tech and industrialism with some gothic influences. Some bands and solo artists like to attribute its aesthetics to their music, either through visual, musical, lyrical, or thematic influences. SteampunkFandom.com reported that steampunk music is a genre with a loosely defined sound, but can be described as eclectic. Common influences include gothic, industrial, synth pop, dark wave, and new wave, but there are also hints of orchestral, ragtime, cabaret, Indian, gypsy, folk, and traditional klezmer music. According to Wikipedia, steampunk music is very broadly defined. Abneys Park lead singer Robert Brown defined it as mixing Victorian elements and modern elements. There's a broad range of musical influences that make up the steampunk sound, from industrial dance and world music to folk rock, dark cabaret, from straightforward punk, carnatic to industrial hip-hop to opera, and even industrial hip-hop opera. Joshua Pfeiffer of Vernean Process is quoted as saying, "As for Paul Rowland, if anyone deserves credit for spearheading steampunk music, it is him. He was one of the inspirations I had in starting my project. He was writing songs about the first attempt at manned flight and an Edwardian airship raid in the mid-'80s, long before almost anyone else." Thomas Dolby is also considered one of the earlier pioneers of retro-futurist, or steampunk and dieselpunk music. Amanda Palmer was once quoted as saying, "Thomas Dolby is to steampunk what Iggy Pop was to punk." I found on steampunk-clothing.com the following definition. Steampunk has many cultural influences. You'll find that some steampunk songs use goth metal, dark metal, progressive rock, indie, and even Asian influences. In a way, there's a logic to it all. Steampunk music was created in the same way as literature, so when you think about it, if there is a steampunk Western theme in literature, then there must be someone who's playing steampunk music like a cowboy. Despite everything else we said, the style has a certain pattern to it. Steampunk music always leaves a general feeling of rock operation. This is fortunate in a way because it's easier to recognize steampunk bands from other related genres. You should know that when you watch a steampunk band playing live, there will always be a lot of vintage and futuristic props and costumes. Steampunk bands usually have 2 to 6 members with styles just the way we like them. This rock opera theme is important because it allows the performers to bring a lot more steampunk attributes to the stage. When you go to see a group like this, expect a full artistic show, not just a few a cappella songs. Even if it's not mandatory, chords and cellos can usually be heard, and what is constant is you will probably find an exotic instrument accompanying the guitar, drums, and vocal during the concert.